Aloha to you on this beautiful sunny day here on the Garden Island of Kaua'i. We're going west today. We're starting out here at the Hanapēpē River, and you're looking up the river valley. And I want to remind you the west side is the dry leeward side of the island. We're going west. Because we're on the leeward side, this is an arid area, so there are different types of trees and plenty of cacti. West Kaua'i has a rich history when it comes to the sugarcane industry. We're going through a small town called Kaua'I, which means placed in the wind, and all of this at one time was all sugarcane fields. This sugar plantation area was known as Gay and Robinson. Robinsons are the family that own the small island of Ni'ihau that we will see coming up further down the road. And they had been running their operations out of here up until about 2001. The sugar industry officially does not exist in Hawaii, except for maybe 2 or 3 companies still operating. We've got some cars parked on the side. They are surfing at a place called Pa'akala, which means where the sun is out all day long. A very popular surf spot here out on the west side. We're going to be approaching WAIMEA, and you'll see the new signs that have been placed for the historic site of the last king of Kaua'I, Kaua'i, or his home and religious complex, Pa'ulaula. And you're going to see the beautiful statue that has been here in honor of the last king of Kaua'I, King Kaua'i. And we're now driving over the WAIMEA River and into the small but beautiful town of WAIMEA. And coming up on the right-hand side over here is the statue of Captain Cook. Captain Cook originally landed here in WAIMEA in 1778. And you can see it's very small and very quaint. We're approaching the Hawaiian church here, in which on Sundays you can hear the mellifluous voices of the West Kaua'i and Ni'ihau people who attend church there. WAIMEA has the only operating movie theater on the island right now. Coming up here on the left-hand side is the turnoff to go to WAIMEA Pier for some spectacular sunsets. And coming up is the old WAIMEA sugar mill. That is what remains left of the old WAIMEA sugar mill. You're looking out at the outer walls of WAIMEA Canyon. WAIMEA Canyon was coined the Grand Canyon of the Pacific by Mark Twain. Over here to our left is the WAIMEA Plantation Cottages, a wonderful place to stay. We're exiting the town of WAIMEA shortly, and we are going to be headed towards Kekaha, which is just another minute or 2 up the road here. Beyond that, there is a long stretch of sand beach and the Pacific Missile Range facility. If you continue going west on the road, you're going to dead end at Polihale Beach, which is the west end of where the Napali Coast begins. The Napali Coast is over 11 miles of rugged terrain coastline. It's only accessible by boat, air, or by hiking your way in. We're approaching the Kekaha Small Boat Harbor. We have a lot of fishermen on this side of the island, and this is where many of the Napali Coast tours take off from. Now the beach here in Kekaha is very slim due to beach erosion caused by surf that just pummeled the sand and the road area here. And out there we're going to be able to see the island of Ni'ihau. Ni'ihau is the privately owned island by the Robinson Sinclair family. They are the descendants of missionaries, and in the late 1800s and the 1860s, King Kamehameha V sold this property to Elizabeth Sinclair for $10,000. Today there's a small native population of Hawaiians and the Robinson family. And we can also see the small islet of LEHUA, which is the top or the summit of an extinct volcano. You're looking at the old Kekaha sugar mill and surrounding areas. And as we look back out towards Ni'ihau and LEHUA, we are looking across the Kaua'I Channel. Ni'ihau is famous for its small shells that make the necklaces, or what we call the lei pupu Ni'ihau. It is such a tedious job to make one of those that they run in the thousands of dollars. They're done in various styles, and even though we have similar or the same type of shells that land on our beaches, unless the shells come from the island of Ni'ihau, you cannot present them as such. The tip on the left is Kaua'I Point, and it just so happens to be an area that you have a lot of stuff from the ocean, a lot of debris that washes up over there. Whole decks of ships can wash up over there. And so, although they did not have iron or the ability to make iron here in the islands, boats that were out, such as Captain Cook's Discovery and Resolution, were the two boats he had out, and many, many other vessels exploring the Pacific. If there were shipwrecks, they would sometimes find their way over there, and of course you burn the wood and you get the nails out. So in the early 1800s, you had Hawaii being used as a pit stop for provisions for the fur trade. And when the fur trade went out, whaling became an economic boost for Hawaii, as you had whalers that would stop here. And they started bringing new seeds so that they could have different types of food available the next time they would stop by. And in many cases, because some whaling ships lost crew members, they would recruit Hawaiian people to go, because who better than a Hawaiian, someone that knows the ocean very well. This is the Kaua'I Channel you're looking at. This is where it's said to have the 40-fathom shark named Kuhai Moana. And when they're fishing on the reef and the reef begins to move, it means Kuhai Moana is present. Thank you for joining me, the Travelin' Bee, with some stories and history about the island of Kauai's west side. Please hit that like button if you're enjoying the videos, and as always, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to receive all notifications for future videos. What's your favorite place on the island of Kaua'I? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to share the aloha by sharing the videos. Until we meet again, aloha.